If you're a gamer, you have probably heard of EA Sports. And if you are a gamer, there's probably a time in your life where you would rush home to play an EA game, whether it be Sims or Battlefield or FIFA or one of the many other amazing titles that they have produced over the many years they've been in existence. But I think it goes without saying that over the last few years, EA has seen a massive decline in their popularity amongst the public. And I believe if you asked any gamer who their least favourite gaming company was, they would probably say EA. And this is in a world where Bethesda produces games like Fallout 76 and Activision produces games like Infinite Warfare. So that definitely tells you something about how hated EA really is. But why is EA so hated? Why are they such a bad company? Well, in today's video, I would like to explore some of the reasons why EA is such a bad company. So without further ado, let's go on with the video. So one of the biggest reasons, if not the biggest reason EA is so hated, is because of their pay-to-win schemes that they seem to implement in every single game. Now, in the current gaming climate, it is very common to see DLCs, season passes, and newest of all, battle passes. And while the gaming community is not too fond of this, people can bear it as generally they are just cosmetic and they're very minor add-ons to the entire game. Most DLCs nowadays are cosmetic, and this is the key thing here. EA has pay-to-win features, it has DLC features, but most of the time they are not cosmetic. Most of the time they do actually improve the gaming experience for the person who spends the money on the DLCs. So in this particular video, I'm going to be focusing on FIFA and how EA have ruined FIFA over the years. But the case with FIFA is very similar across all EA titles, in the sense that the whole game is built around a pay-to-win structure, in the sense that the best players on the game will have to fork out thousands and thousands of pounds in order to be the best. So if you're not familiar with the pay-to-win feature in FIFA, I'm going to explain it to you now. So in FIFA, basically you have these things called packs. And packs are basically how you get players to improve your team, or you can sell them for in-game currency, which you can use to buy more players. And these have been in FIFA since the very beginning, and they are pretty much the entire premise of the game. Now, while the system has changed, it is not too different to the likes of FIFA 10, FIFA 11, the very early FIFAs. And I just want to make it clear before this video goes any further, I'm talking about FIFA Ultimate Team here. There are other modes in FIFA, however, it seems that they are so brushed over and so rushed that it is not even worth mentioning them. And that's something I'm going to talk about later in the video. Now, concerning Ultimate Team, which is probably the most popular mode on every single sports title EA has, the pay-to-win system is absolutely ridiculous. Now, it's not a case of shelling out 20 or 30 pounds to get a gun like you may do on Call of Duty. No, in FIFA it is an entirely different kettle of fish. On FIFA especially, you can look at spending thousands and thousands of pounds in order to get the best players on the game. And even that does not guarantee you getting the world's best team. To spend the world's best teams, you could look at spending more like £20,000 or maybe even £30,000. And that's not unheard of, especially for YouTubers who it is their job to open packs and provide FIFA content. They can spend upwards of £20,000 on FIFA points. Now, this is absolutely crazy when you consider you can get a Audi for £20,000. People are spending £20,000 on FIFA just to get some virtual players that will be recycled at the end of the year. And this pay-to-win feature has been in the game since the very beginning, but EA has, over the years, geared their game much towards this idea of forking over thousands of pounds to get the best players. And I want to talk about some of the methods they've used now. Now, I would say one of the things that triggered this shift to a much more money-central game is the introduction of competitive modes. Now, of course, in the case of FIFA, that is FUT Champions. And if you know what FUT Champions is, basically it is a game mode in which you play competitively over the weekend and play around 30 to 40 games, depends which FIFA we're talking about, and it happens every single weekend. And the players that rank really highly have a chance at competing in esports, and I'm going to talk about esports later. Now, it has to be said, in order to rank as high as possible in FUT Champions, you need to have the best possible team. And this either requires hours and hours of trading or getting really lucky on your packs from your squad building challenges, or it requires money. And that's the thing, people don't have time to do trading, and not everyone is super lucky. So you really only have one option if you want to do well, and that is to fork over your precious money to EA. And that's the genius behind it. You have no other option. If you want to do well, if you want to enjoy the game as much as you possibly can for what it is, you have to spend money. And I think that just makes EA terrible. Locking the fun of the game behind a massive paywall is an absolutely villainous thing to do. And that is just one of the reasons people hate EA and why EA is so bad. But I don't think it's the money thing for me. You know, the money thing, okay, it's there, it's annoying, but it's there, and it's been there since the very beginning. That's not the problem I have with it, because I don't have to spend money. There's no reason I have to spend money on FIFA whatsoever. If I don't want to, I can build a fairly decent team and enjoy the game without spending any money. Now, most people are like me. They buy the game for the sticker price, they don't spend any more money on it, and they play the core game modes. And they leave the competitive mode for the competitive players. But this is where EA really sucks. And that is, in terms of FIFA, you can't really enjoy the game, because the gameplay is absolutely terrible. Now, if you play a kickoff local match, the gameplay is awesome. It feels fluid, it feels nice. And if the gameplay was like that online, on Ultimate Team, I'm sure everyone would be very happy, and many people would never complain about EA. But if you've ever played a match on Ultimate Team, you will know that the gameplay is awful. It absolutely sucks. Whether it be speed up lag, or a rebound goal, or scripting, yes, in a football game, a sports game, a game that is trying to make a serious esports scene, okay? They have scripting in this game. It has been proven it has scripting. And I just think it's an absolute joke how EA can make over $1 billion in profit from people buying FIFA points and playing FIFA and not even improve the core gameplay. And Ultimate Team is their main focus. Literally all of their energy is focused on Ultimate Team. They forget career mode, they forget online friendlies, they forget pro clubs, all in favour of their beautiful money making scheme. That isn't even good, so it's an absolute joke. And the last thing I want to talk about is the way that EA just seems to twist everything to making more money. I think one of the best examples of this is squad building challenges. If you know what squad building challenges are, basically it is a feature in FIFA which allows you to swap players in exchange for packs. And you would think that would be EA's way of reaching the 99% of players that don't want to spend money on the game. But no, it is geared towards money making yet again. Now, it is very clear that this year EA's intention for squad building challenges was not to give something for the players, not give something back to the community. It was to take something away. All the packs, or at least a lot of the packs that you would get for squad building challenges would be untradeable, meaning that the players you get from the packs you can't sell. And that means players would put money into the squad building challenges but not get any money out. And the reason EA have done this is so people lose coins because they're spending coins on the squad building challenges, and then they need coins, okay? They need coins to buy players to improve their team. But where do they get those coins from? They can't get it from the squad building challenges because they don't make them any money. So they have to spend money on packs in order to sell the players they get in those packs to get more coins. And it's a really genius system that EA have created, as in everything is geared towards making them money. And that is why EA is trash. That is why EA is awful. That is why EA is a bad company. Because everything they do is geared towards making money. And not in a good way. They make it very obvious that their only intention, their one and only intention, is to make money. And there's so many great things that EA could do. They have FIFA, they have all the Star Wars games, they have Battlefield. So many brilliant franchises that are just flushed down the toilets for money. And they are so unapologetic about it. They have increased the intensity of their money-making schemes over the years, for many years now. So they will continue to ruin their games, ruin their brand image, and make billions of dollars in the process for as long as they possibly can. So I want to know what you guys think of EA. Do you guys agree with me? Do you not? Let me know down in the comments below. And make sure to smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm and subscribe for more content like this. I've been Basically Trending. Peace out.